Yo, what's up, ladies? This is Alex from Mindful Attraction 2.0. And in today's video, we're going to be talking about how to release your personality. This talk is specifically made for women who feel like they can't really be themselves. This happens a lot, and I see it very often. Like when I'm walking around in the city, you see people's faces, and you can see that they're jaded. You can see that they have this aura of giving up. They walk around the city and they walk around like this, like just fucking like afraid and shit, right? Like they're always in their heads. They're not present in the moment. And so when you talk to them, you sense that blockage. You sense that inhibition. Particularly when you do what I do, and you gotta practice exposing yourself and meeting other people. You see it often, people who are inhibited, right? And when they talk to someone who's not inhibited, that gives them the permission to be confident, and you can see them like loosen up and all that sort of stuff. Now, part of it is because they're talking to a stranger, a sexy stranger, but but for the most part, it's because most people's personality is inhibited. They don't know who they really are. Their personality is more based on reaction to their environment. So some people are lucky and they have a good environment, and their personality flourished. Lucky. Most people's personality are not proactive, which is they actively molded their personality to their own will. And I believe I believe personally, and I believe I'm one of the best teachers because this is something that I went through. Now, coaches for men, they know this shit, man. They got this shit down fucking packed, you know. But for the most part, with teaching women, this is something that you have to experience. And one of the best ways to experience this is to learn how to pick up women. You see, so the first thing you got to do is notice the judgments and hesitation that you experience on a day-to-day basis. Before you even try anything to be cool, before you even try to be cool, I always say this: if you smell bad, don't put cologne on top of your fucking BO. Take a shower first, which in this case is beginning to notice and becoming aware of your hesitation, becoming aware of the judgments that you give yourself. Notice the negative self-talk when you're about to express yourself. Notice the moments when you want to say something but you don't because you're afraid. Become aware of a lot of those inhibitions. That's the first thing, right? And just notice it. Notice the boundaries that you set yourself. Notice the moments when you say, that's not me, I can't do this, that's just not me, right? Notice those things. Notice the goals that you are afraid to follow. Why? Because those goals, in and of itself, by attacking those goals, it releases a certain part of you that's inherent in you. If you're someone who was born to be a leader, but you were suppressed because people wanted you to get this job because the family owned the business. You got to get this job. But deep down, you have a desire to be a leader. You have the desire to have your own company. That desire is because the inside of that desire, there's a seed of who you are that was suppressed and that was hindered because of other people's expectations on you. So what you have to do is attack those fears. Now, you don't have to attack them by just by actually taking action. That's one way, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But attack them by at least fantasizing about it, thinking about achieving that goal, thinking and just fantasizing and daydreaming about it. Most people tell you don't daydream because it's not even worth it, but I want you to actually daydream how it would be to actually follow that dream. What's going to happen is that you're going to feel some fear arise from that, and that's good because I want you to become consciously aware of that fear. I want you to ask yourself, what's going on inside of me at this moment? That's how Eckhart Tolle says. As soon as you feel that fear, ask yourself, what's going on inside of me at this moment? And you will observe. And just observe. Any fear that arises, you ask yourself, am I trying to feel better right now? And observe. Don't look with, okay, this. No. Just observe. And then ask yourself, what happens if I stop trying to feel better? And see. Those fears, like I always say this, just like a drug, you're going to become immune to it. You're going to grow tolerance. So because of that fear that was hesitating you, that fear also expands to other areas, right? Think about it, like it expands to other areas. So now suddenly, just because you became aware of that fear and observed it and dissolved it through bringing conscious awareness to it and also fantasizing, daydreaming about that fear, about achieving that goal that's underneath that fear, it releases a part of you. You feel uninhibited, you feel light. Another way to do it is attack fears by experiencing them, like I said. Rather than experiencing them reactively, experience them proactively. Put yourself in situations where you know you fear, and say to yourself, I'm going to use this as a spiritual practice. So proactively put yourself in those situations. So write down things that you're afraid of to do. Write them down. And even when you're writing it down and you feel a hesitation, observe that hesitation. Ask yourself, am I trying to feel better right now? And observe it. And be conscious of that. Better yet, anytime you feel fear, write down the physical sensations of your fear. I actually bought this because I'm using this as a way to write down my fears. I mean, not write down my fears, but write down my physical experience of fear and pain. So what I do, for example, I feel fear. Boom. Okay. I write down my chest feels tight. My muscles feel tight. I feel a warmth emotion in my stomach. My chest feels warm. The back of my neck feels stiff. And then you begin to notice that the fear is not fear, but rather they're just physical sensations that you're experiencing at one time, but calling it a metaphysical experience. But rather, it's a physical experience. And when you expose it as this physical experience, you don't fear it no more. Think about it. It's like meeting someone new, right? You think they're cool until you actually get to know them. Once you see things as they are, you're not afraid of them. You're not intimidated by them. If you see Leonardo DiCaprio, well, maybe Leonardo DiCaprio, who knows, I'll be afraid. But if you meet Leonardo DiCaprio, suddenly if you talk to him for 10 days in a row, you're going to say, oh, he's just Leo. Because you know him, you're experiencing him. But so the same thing with fears. Once you notice by bringing conscious awareness to the physical sensations of your fear, that it's a physical sensation, just I feel tension here, tension there, tension here, tension here. You start noticing, oh, this is just a physical sensation. It's not me, right? So hone in on the emotion of fun. That's another thing that you could do. Constantly ask yourself, how can I have fun right now? How can this be fun? How can I have fun here? How can I have fun there? You're talking to a guy and the date is going wrong. Ask yourself, how can I have fun? You're talking to your mom and she's being a bitch. Ask yourself, how can I have fun right now without disrespecting her? You're on your job and you're bitching. How can I have fun? Why? Because having fun releases your personality. Children have fun. When you have fun, you're being yourself. You don't think too much. You see what I'm saying? So consistently asking yourself, how can you have fun, will take you towards yourself. Use pain in your life and attack the pain by observing it. The observance will liberate you because you were trying to avoid it. When you feel pain can come in different forms. Pain of being judged, pain of being criticized, and that pain of being criticized causes you to uninhibit yourself because you don't want to experience that pain, so you don't say nothing. So what I want you to do then is to notice anytime you feel certain kind of pain and certain kind of inhibition and observe it. Because by observing it, it liberates you, because in the past you tried to suppress it. And that suppression came in the form of your current personality because you became used to suppressing yourself. You see, you became used to suppressing yourself, so it became part of your personality. Repetition makes it part of who you are. So another one is if you're shy, be extroverted and don't be afraid to fuck up. Actually try to fuck up. Actually try to talk too much. Actually try to be the one who people say you talk too much. If you're overly shy. Why? Because if you're overly shy, you want to go the other extreme. Just so that you can experience the other extreme and you can become calibrated. Even if you think you're going too far, if you're an overly shy person, you're really not. You just want to experience that and get the feedback. You're overly shy here, then suddenly you go to the other side. You're like, oh fuck, this is too far. Let me go back. A little too far. Like, wait a minute. Right here. Yeah, and I tell you, I'm telling you, like, uninhibiting yourself is noticing the moments of pain, the moments of hesitation, and experiencing them at a conscious level. And when because most of the time you don't experience them at a conscious level because you don't want to, because it feels awkward. It's shitty, right? So what I want you to do is just experiencing them. I'm telling you, you don't have to do nothing. Once you uninhibit yourself, then you could try other tactics. But before doing anything, you have to uninhibit yourself. You have to release your personality. Everyone has a nice personality, but people are jaded. People are afraid to be themselves because of past pain of expressing themselves.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you guys ever want to learn how to use your feminine energy to influence people, learn how to use your masculine energy to become more assertive, and also learn how to blend both energies to improve your dating life, your spiritual life, honestly, your relationship life, your family life, your career life, this is the course for you. If I had to make a course for my nieces, I have two nieces, one is 19 and one is 15. 16. Holy shit. Oh my God, he's a bad fucking uncle. He's a bad uncle. Get him. Shut up, Melissa. You should get this course, right? And this is the course that I will make for them. So, for example, watch the curriculum, right? In the first week, we're going to be showing you how to establish a strong masculine foundation without letting it hurt your feminine energy. This masculine foundation is a source of who you are, right? It's your bodyguard. Without this, whatever feminine energy you create will be destroyed by the outside, because your masculine is your shield. So we'll talk about goal setting. We'll talk about how to develop a serious attitude. We're going to be talking about how to use more logic, how to use more goal-oriented behavior. It's more how to be a man. Now the next one is how to embrace the feminine energy, right? This one would teach you about how to minimize excessive masculine traits, developing self-awareness, healing abundant feminine energy, regulating your emotion, mastering voice qualities and facial expressions, surrendering control, and allowing pain to be felt. This is honestly, this will supercharge, like Kaioken, your masculine energy. After that, we have femininity in the workplace, and how to be feminine in the workplace without letting people take advantage of you, and the nuances of how women on power should behave versus women who are subordinates in the workplace, and even the dress code. This is based on psychology, people. It's kind of insane. I'm actually excited about this one. The next week, we talk about navigating the labyrinth of male and female friendship, and this a lot of women find confusing, so we talk about that. And how to identify envious friends, how to identify the good friends, how to keep male friends, and how to keep female friends. Week 5, we talk about how to release the burden of the past and stop destroy mental projections. This is actually really powerful. And then week 6, we talk about how to increase your observational power so that you could read people better. And we have a bunch of bonuses. The course starts at $99, and you guys can pre-order the course today at $69 before it goes out. If you're watching this, most likely I'm in the meditation retreat, so most likely I will be praying for all of you guys. And just click on the description down below of the video. Right there, you'll see it, and you could pre-order that course. It's gonna be out by the end of next month or the beginning of February of March. One of the two, people, because I have a 10-day retreat to do, and I want to finish the course after the retreat, because I think the ideas are gonna be so much better. All right, man. I'll see you guys later. Pre-order, man. I'm closing the channel.